Hi there, Ashley Ruby, Director of Advising and Academic Success here at Garrett College. I'm here today to share with you 3 of the Complete College America strategies that my institution has embraced. I've chosen the 3 strategies of 15 to Finish, Proactive Advising, and Academic Maps. And I've chosen these because while I've worked in a couple of the other CCA strategies, these are the 3 that my role has direct influence over. To begin, I want to share a little bit about my institution. Garrett College is a small, public, community college in rural Western Maryland. We have a credit enrollment of around 650 students presently. We offer associate degrees, Associate of Applied Science degrees, and certificates among our credit offerings. One unique thing about Garrett College is that we maintain and operate 2 residence halls on campus that house nearly 20% of our total student population. We have an advising structure in which an advising center, or my area, provides advisement for new students, probation students, and developmental students, while faculty provide advisement for students with a proven momentum in their academic program. As many colleges do, we face a lot of challenges and are constantly looking for ways to improve student success, retention, and completion. Complete College America's 15 to Finish strategy was the first I was able to embrace at my institution. I applied this game-changing strategy to many of the facets of our day-to-day work with students, using the open source materials provided by Complete College America. The most notable application of our use of the 15 to Finish Complete College America Game Changer strategy is within our new Student Advising Day welcome session. This is an open forum where I get the opportunity to speak to new students and their family members and guests openly about ways to be a successful student at Garrett College. So one of the basics for success I give students is to set priorities. So it's here that I talk about how college is an investment, students should be a good consumer of their education, and how to make the most efficient use of their time with us. So this is where I start to sprinkle in the Complete College America 15 to Finish open source materials and discuss the advantages of taking 15 credits per semester as opposed to fewer. I intentionally do this while the parents and support members are still in the room, so hopefully the message goes beyond just that one room where I'm talking about this recommendation for 15 credits, but it also goes home with the student. It gets embedded in the minds of the parents and the individuals that will be supporting the student while they're here at the college. So hopefully this message is absorbed in multiple ways, in multiple fashions to promote 15 credits per semester. Between the 2017 and 2018 academic years, the number of students enrolling in 15 or more credits per semester, as opposed to fewer, has increased by 17%, or a little over 4 percentage points. To further enforce this strategy, we've adopted the same open source marketing materials to some other facets, such as physical bulletin boards, electronic TV screens, and social media platforms. In the future, one of my plans is to collaborate with our internal marketing department and create some customized or personal to Garrett College marketing campaign materials for a momentum plan. Advisors at my institution function within the philosophy of proactive advising. While this isn't one of CCA's standalone strategies, I'm really proud to share the work that I've done in the area of proactive advising at my institution. Working within Dr. Jenny Bloom's framework of appreciative advising, academic advisors have specific checkpoints at which throughout the semester they intentionally, intrusively, and meaningfully engage with students. This is outlined in our student contact plans shown here. So an example is between weeks 1 and 2, we engage with students that need to make schedule changes, we invite students to the advising center for tours, and so on. This is a really high-touch approach, as you can probably tell, and I think that's one of the overlooked advantages of being a small school, is that we have the ability to impact students on a really personal level every day. The most critical component of our student contact plan is advisor follow-through on early academic alerts. Faculty are encouraged to submit early alerts for students that aren't quite meeting their academic achievement benchmarks. So if a student is missing class frequently, if they have low test or quiz grades, or fail to submit certain assignments, faculty can submit an early alert through our GenZabar technology. Advisors then take the alerts and follow up with the student using the hierarchy shown here. So, for example, we may call the student, send an email, or intentionally and intrusively go find that student on campus somewhere and speak to them about their behaviors and provide some supports on how they can improve their performance. Often, these interventions result in referrals to some of our on- and off-campus support services. On campus, we may need to make a connection as a result of an early alert between a student and the tutoring center, where we offer free walk-in tutoring for about 65 hours per week for nearly every subject here at the college. We could make a connection with a student and some of the other staff here at the college, such as athletic coaches, business office staff, residence life individuals, and so on. We may also have to call in some of our community partners, like the Dove Center or the local health department, to help support the student. This is what we call our holistic approach to student support, and at a small institution, this is really key to our work with students every day. Outcomes for the technology-based early alert system are trending positive for the first year. So some of those one-year stats I want to share with you are as follows. Overall student midterm deficiencies have decreased by 14.8%. Residence Hall student midterm deficiencies are also on the decline just slightly, but that's after an increasing trend for many semesters. Students landing in academic difficulty at the end of the semester have decreased by 2%. Similarly, student academically dismissed at the end of the semester have decreased by 3.5%. So those are of the whole student population. On average, of the students that received an alert, 34.5% of those students show some measure of improvement throughout the semester that they were alerted and land in academic good standing. About 61% of those students are retained that immediately following semester. These stats reflect some of our lowest academic difficulty statistics in the most recent 2 years. Also, a significant outcome to share is that from the time we implemented our technology-based early alert solution, faculty engagement has doubled and adjunct faculty engagement has tripled. So it really is evident that our faculty and adjunct faculty are committed to supporting students academically that are struggling at our institution, which is really, really encouraging. Moving forward, I have a couple things in mind that I want to do to enhance this program. The first is I want to embed our social, behavioral, emotional alert system, which we call the CARE team. I want to merge that protocol in with our early alert function using the tool. This would help us better track and utilize that data for the future, and it would become a part of the student's larger record with us here at the college. I also hope to provide training to student-facing staff. Whereas all of my previous training has been focused on faculty and adjunct faculty. I want to make sure that I enable everyone here at the institution to support early alerts and alert a student if they feel the need to do so. So regarding early alerts, I want to make sure that we continue our forward momentum and support the structures that we've already put in place and that are showing positive results. My institution has also embraced academic maps. Beginning on the student's first day or first academic experience with us on campus, what we call New Student Advising Day, advisors sit down with students one-on-one and talk about their career aspirations, their dreams, their goals, and start to develop a larger plan with them. We use worksheets like the one shown here, the long-term academic plan, to start to map out some of those program requirements and to create a timeline for what would look like their college experience with us. Advisors at our school, because again we're such a small school, have that advantage to speak to every new student when they onboard with us and prepare to come to college. So we utilize that time to make a meaningful connection with them in regards to their academic plan, short-term, long-term, and start to create a map for what their future with us will look like. To further enforce our mission to embrace academic maps, my institution also publishes a recommended sequence for every program in our college catalog. So an example is shown here. Every program you can see where a student entering at all college level coursework would be prepared to enroll in an average of 15 credits per semester for a 60 credit degree completion timeline of 2 years. This has been really beneficial in speaking with students about program requirements, sequencing, prerequisites for coursework, and so on. While while I don't have any data to share regarding our work in academic maps, my institution continues to enhance our personal definition of academic maps and the many avenues we can pursue to do so. I maintain membership on a couple statewide committees that have been charged with exploring this strategy as well. So hopefully some of the work that we do in our committees will be able to bring back to Garrett College and implement further. This is an area I hope to devote much more time and a larger portion of my energy to in the future. I presented on early academic alerts at a conference earlier this year, and at that conference I wanted to share and emphasize that while many of the strategies I've talked about today, the same thing during that conference as well, they're the work of a small team of advisors at a small school where the work is done often one-on-one. But really, this type of work can be done at an institution of any size, and a lot of these strategies can be scaled accordingly based on, the workload that your staff are currently experiencing or expected to experience. Patrick Methvin, Director of Post-Secondary Success at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, highlights the important difference between replication and adaptation by noting Tony Brick's idea of implementation with integrity. So whereas marrying tested design principles with insight about local context to ensure that change achieves the desired ends and stands the test of time. So this is the kind of work I want to share. This is my goal in collaborating with colleagues in the capacity of a complete College America content expert. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen to how I've implemented some of these strategies here at my institution. I hope you found value in this information and the things I've shared today, and I would really, truly enjoy collaborating with institutions in the future in this type of work. Thank you.